Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and today I am going to do a video for the Challenge Color Combo 2024, and that is from Tammy at froustudio2026, and I will link her. So the theme for this week, which I think is week 4, is green and a heart. So the shape that she's picked is a heart, and the color she picked is green. So I think, okay, well, I don't know what to do. But then I was thinking when I was a kid that we used to make these, because the first thing that came to mind was like weaving papers. And I remember as a kid, we had those little Valentine envelopes that we would make to put our Valentines in. So I thought, well, that would be cute. Maybe I'll just make a heart in that way. So you will need, or I'm using 2 sheets of full-size paper. This one is green, although it looks blue. It does have a lot of green in it. And then I thought this would be a good contrast for it. So then you need a template of some kind. Now mine is 7 inches high by 5.5 inches wide, and that will fit in your journal when you finish. It fits in an 8.5 by 11 folded journal page. So what you have to do, though, is you have to make this arc here. You can do it if you have one of those things that you can put like that, cut a circle, or you can find something round and, set that down and make a circle around it. But it just has to be, pretty even on both sides. I cheated. I went to my Cricut and I found a shape on my Cricut that's exactly this shape. So what we're going to do first is trace it. So I'm going to go to this side of this paper. Now, I made one of these yesterday, and I actually filmed it. And it came out really bad. And I thought, okay, well, I'll look at it and see how bad it is. And I didn't have to worry about it because it didn't film it at all. I don't know what was wrong with my camera, but I put it on pause a couple times, so it should have stopped, let me know that it stopped. So I'm watching it now. Yeah, it's still, the clock's moving. And I was messing around with it last night then, trying to figure out what the deal was. And I think, then we're going to cut these out. I think I might have had it set on a timer. A lot of times you pick up your phone and you don't pay attention to what's showing on the phone. So my camera could have been still on or something, and I who knows. But I did find these timers last night on the camera, so I made sure that it was on no time limit, just 0. I guess it's, so you can do selfies and stuff like that. All right, we'll just keep this page for future. Yeah, so when she said green hearts, I'm like, oh man. But you can do, all you need is green on it, and you need a shape of a heart. So you could put, flowers with green leaves and add, hearts in the sky, or, that kind of thing. They don't have to be green. They could be any color, as long as there's green on the page and a heart. And this might be kind of fun if you have children or grandchildren that you want to make a little Valentine for. this one will not be a pocket. I mean, I hope I can use it as a pocket, but it's going to not be like the old school ones that we made with construction paper. White and pink and red construction paper. Okay, so now when you get these two pieces cut out, I'm going to do it on the reverse because I want to draw lines. So you're going to lay them like this, and that gives you your heart shape. Okay, and then I'm going to use my ruler just because that edge isn't very strong. We are going to draw that line across there that's even with this one once you've laid them on top of each other. Okay, and then we're going to mark lines to make our strips. So I've already marked it on here. I marked it, I took my center guide ruler and I, went for the sort of the center in the middle, and I noticed, okay, so it's 2.5, 2.5. So I decided to mark it a 1/2 inch on this side, then 1 inch, and back to the 0, 1, 2, and that leaves a 1/2. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I don't know how to figure it out. I tried and tried. All right, so we need to, I'm just going to set this on here so I can see my dots and go down. Oop, wrong dot. Okay, and then and it's really important, I found when I was doing this yesterday, I didn't get a video done. It's very important to keep it lined up. Don't go at an angle or miss your mark. See, I hit right on that little dot. That's what you want to do. And so if you have a clear ruler like this, it works pretty well because you can line it up on the bottom and on the side. Okay. And if you miss the dot, a little bit, that's okay, but not too much. There, see, the line there is a little off. All right. I don't care how many times you try to make straight lines, it's hard to get it right on the dot. Unless you're using a rotary cutter and a blade. Then I can do it. All right, so there we go. I'll show you the one I did yesterday after I get done here. So I'm just gonna, ouch, I'm just gonna clip these on my finger, and I'm just gonna clip around it to stabilize these lines. And then we can cut through both layers. And then I also found that you need to make sure that you go all the way to the top. So by making one yesterday, it helped to get it lined up better. Isn't it funny how your scissors make a big difference in cutting, those just felt very stiff. I'm sorry, my throat has been very croaky this morning. I got up early. I was going to sleep more, but unless I set my alarm to wake me up, I'll sleep till 8 or 9 or something. So I decided, I got up at 5:30 something, and I said, oh, I'll just stay up. I'll get a lot done. And then I got my tea ready. Got my TV all YouTube up and all those things, and my heater's on, and I sat there and I cross-stitched for a little while. And then I thought, you know, if I get a really early start, maybe I would just do better. Because lately I feel like it's noontime before I even get started. And it's just been really hard lately to get anything accomplished. Okay, so I am going to put the green on this side. I don't know why, just down. So we've got to weave it every other piece. I'm going to see. All right, so I'm going to just pull these. I'm going to leave them apart like this a little bit and pull out the every other one. And then I'm going to scoot it in a little bit. And then I'm going to pull out the next one. So that goes, actually that needs to go over, doesn't it? Wait a second. Actually, I need to pull it up here now because I've got that. All right, you guys, what happened? Over, over, over. Okay. All right, so now this one needs to be pulled out. I don't know if you can even see this. Okay, that's... I just pulled out the same one. What am I doing? I'm going to pause, do a couple rows, and then I'll be okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. This is just, I think my problem is that it's, you know, the paper's getting shorter as I keep putting them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little bit of glue in here to keep this particular paper, this row stable up here so that it doesn't move. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to get this all the way up where it should go, but see here it's already started to, and then there is a little trimming to do, and I guess that's why. All right, so if I just see, I can see that this See, this should all be all the way up to that. Now I glued it. It's darn. All right, I'm just gonna have to leave it. So see, this edge here is another place you have to make sure it's up as far as it'll go. Okay, so this is under, over. Make sure that's up. Okay, now we need this one out. Over, under. I'm sorry I'm quiet. This is very tedious work. Okay. And my first one I cut it like these a 1/2 inch. So, oh my gosh, I was all tangled. Okay. I'm sure you guys will do a much better job than I will. Okay. I'll just put a little dot here to secure this. And then this one. Okay, video's almost over. I'm gonna be done. Don't come out. This is exactly what happened to the one I did, where I come out with this like V down here, but it's better than the other one was. So I'm just gonna glue these down. Why are my nails all of a sudden won't? Lay inside in there. All right, so I might need to cut off this edge here a little. So what I did was I just kind of finished going around this curve and then lined this up with that bottom. And you can't really even tell the difference. So now I'm going to ink around it. Oh, what happened? I wrote on here what... It's all gone. I've got to get a permanent marker because I wrote on here, and I have to put a black dot or something on the top because I can't find the top of the lid, or if it's upside down, I can't tell. All right, so it's kind of cool. I mean, it's not as much contrast, but let me show you the other one I did. So I like that contrast. They're about the same size. I really like this contrast. I may leave this in here because I glued it to the page here to make a tuck. Let's see if I have something. I just cleaned up everything this morning because it's just driving me nuts. Yeah, I don't really think unless I glued it here and here, I could probably put something in there. But I don't know. I don't think it needs anything. Actually, I should just glue the whole thing down. But my thought was, when I made these when I was a kid, it only did it halfway, and then we had the solid piece in the back. So maybe next time I'll just do the weaving and cut it across, and then put it on the back, or I mean glue it to the top like a pocket. So that would be cute. But this is the way I did it, and so I now have 2 green ones, and just put a little bit of ink on these. Let me get my, where'd it go? My inking book. I'm trying to get that on the edge there. So I'm really liking using this book for inking the edges. Now this part I don't probably need to, I'll just go in there. It's kind of awkward on a circle part. Can't remember what I used. It just takes that white off of the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to get my brush. I think I'm going to use the frayed burlap on the inside part because I don't want it too strong. You know, for some reason I feel like this thing is dry, but it doesn't feel dry. It just doesn't spread the ink very well. I wonder if this guy would work better. I didn't even know what these little pads were for. I thought they were to put ink on the edge, and they didn't work very well. So I didn't use them anymore. Okay, so there, that gives us a little bit of contrast there with that. Alrighty, so I'm not going to put this on a page because I have it on this page here. And the other one, I tried to take this off, but I couldn't get it off. I might put this in the second signature. Yeah, I might do that. So anyway, that's the heart. I don't think I want to put any embellishing on it because the only, yeah, I don't want to cover it all up. I was going to say I could put vellum and use that as a pocket, but that's not going to work. All right, so how much time have I done? Oh, all right, so that's done. And what I'm going to do the rest of today is I'm going to try to work on this boho as much as I can. But I wanted to share with you because for a tip today, Kathy wanted to know how to make the crinkly seam binding. And mine here is vintage. I have back, I don't know when, I got tons of vintage packs of seam binding like these type here. And they were like 19 cents a piece. That's how, or 29 cents maybe. That's how old they are. So I don't have a bunch in here. But just take your seam binding, whatever you have. Like here's a light green, minty green. I have a whole roll of it. And I just lay it on I use coffee or tea dye, and I just unroll however much that I want to crinkle up and cut that off. You can do the whole roll if you want, and then I just wetten this completely wet, and then I roll it in a ball like this, which is not wet, so you can't really tell. Let's see, maybe I could get a little bit wet. So now I use tea dyes, so it gives it a little bit extra. That one you can't tell very much because it didn't have a lot. All right, so then you roll it up in a ball tight like this, the best you can. Then you just set it back down and let it dry, just like that. And then when it's dry, it comes out like this, quickly. Now, that's the way I do it. I don't know how other people do it. But hopefully that will help somebody who has always wondered about doing that crinkly. I never get around to doing it. I should just take this in the kitchen and just, you know, crinkle up everything, because I do like that crinkle look. It makes cute bows on the top of tags. I don't have any that I need this color. Oops. Sorry, Silk. Oh. I don't think I have any tags. So the other thing I want to do is I want to cover some envelopes or something to go in the pages. I thought maybe I would just use napkin. Maybe just, oh, there's water there. I don't know if I want to do that or just take one of the images from all the extra ones I printed. I don't think I told you guys, but my printer kept going off, and so I would push print again to, you know, thinking that's going to restart it. Well, it would work. It started printing again, and then it would stop. And I have a laptop that I'm using now to print my digitals, and the problem is that it was on asleep. So every 5 minutes, my laptop went to sleep, and that stopped my printer. As soon as I woke it up, then the printer would start. So I figured it out. So I had to go in the settings and change it to never go to sleep. So I've got all these extra pages that came out, because I don't need all these. I have already 40 pages, I think, in the journal. So I could do something like this. Well, that doesn't even fit. Darn it. Well, I think this will fit in the inside. So I think I'll just run some glue around that flap. Let's see, I don't want to close off the pocket. I don't know if that would do that or not. I don't think what I'm doing. It's a little bit short of the edge, but I think I can fix it. Okay. I've been wanting to do stuff with envelopes. I have a lot of envelopes. Well, for me. Okay, so that will be the inside there. And I probably shouldn't have folded that yet. Okay, so that looks very ugly. Corners. So let's put, maybe that would look right together. It doesn't matter, right? It's a, what do you call it, journal? Boho. Okay. I wasn't going to bother to get the tape out. Save those backs. They make great, I'm going to have to get a tape. Where are you? They make great white cloth, you know, when you spill or something, instead of using your paper towels up. I didn't want to do that. Okay. That way would be pretty on it. So I'm just going to glue stick all of it on. And then tomorrow, I hope I can work on the trash to treasure journal. It's like I can't remember what one I did and didn't do, you know. But, all right, I'm just going to go over the edge a little with this. So that's on there. A little bit of know if that would work. Let's see, can I... That would be the front, huh? All right, let me get this away from it. I know I'm supposed to turn that one way or the other now. I never get it right. I'll sand this off later or cut it away after it dries. It's just the easiest way to get this. This is William Morris, and I got these napkins at Home Goods, I think. I was so excited. Okay, so like I said, I'll get that off later. I don't know. Okay, so I could, this is going to come over this way. Let's see what paper maybe I have that would look nice. This one actually would look nice. Is that the one I used in the front? No. Yes. Okay, I just need a complimentary paper. No, that's printed on my other, ooh, that's pretty. That one I can go this direction. Okay. So, let me trim off this white. Time. I don't want to go over. All right, so I'm going to put that in there. Cut that edge. And I did cut that off so I could stick it inside, which it needs to be a little more, of course. I want this to cover this, so I guess it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna go around this. had done this first, I would have had the top to match, to go inside the, I don't know if I'll remember that, but because this part would have fit inside of that, right? I think. Smaller scissors here. Choose. I don't know if I like that at all. Darn it. Well, let me ink it. That would help. I think it's just that it's so white. Blah. I ordered my oxide ink because this just is, it's not that it's all juicy anymore, it's just very dark. Piece I want down here. All right. Sorry. I'm trying to ink and think. It's kind of hard for me to do. But well, I don't know why these edges look different since, see, that one's totally square and that one's round. Is that why these were on sale? That is weird. Just don't want it to be that square. By the time I get done with this, I can never even see what I did because you get things all marked up on it. I don't know if I want this to be one of the in the signatures or just glue it onto a page. Because if that's the case, I guess I'll just glue it onto a page, because I should have cut this the other side open first. I don't think the envelope is straight either. All right. Need to sand that off. Okay, well, there's an envelope. This comes down like that. I don't know, I better not do that yet. I gotta take off that. I just want to see what it looks like. I just got this at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and I thought, because they're like $3 or $4 at Home Depot, I think. I don't know. I never bought them because I would buy the regular sandpaper and wrap it around the sponge to make the same thing, or a block of wood. And this is working good. Now that I say that, it'll stop. So if you're new, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear that you're new, or either a new journal maker, or new to my channel. And I'm glad you're here. And subscribe and like. It helps my channel grow, and it evidently has been working because I have several new subscribers in the last couple weeks. Very surprised and grateful for all your support. Because it is just support, you know? It's just... Okay, all the sandpaper's falling off. That's why it's Dollar Tree. Alright, guys. Well, we have an envelope, and I'm not going to try to put stuff in it yet or decorate it. I've got to go back and do more inking, and I don't know if that even looks good, but if I put this in a signature, this will be on the other side. So it's colorful, and that's what we're working for, is color in this boho journal. So I'm going to let you go, and I hope you enjoyed it, and go over to Tammy's channel and join her in her color combo. I think it's kind of fun. It's always fun to do a little bit something different than, you know, what you're used to doing. Otherwise it gets, you know, it gets kind of monotonous and boring. Although I know a lot of you, I always talk in reference as to everybody's making, you know, $20 20 journals all day long, every day. And I know you're not. I think you're probably working on a special journal for a friend or a family. And, but you need to, you know, the idea is keep rolling, and you will eventually be making more and more and probably selling them, because you want to do the craft. When you run out of people to give them to, that's what happened to me. I did it for a long time without doing YouTube or anything, but I wanted to sell them, my journals, so that I could keep crafting. So that's what it's all about to me. Okay, guys, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.